G'day friends, and welcome to my channel and to our Sunday share. So each Sunday, Robbie from Creations in Paper and myself share a project with you. And this month, for the month of September, it's all about fun poles. My mind went blank then. Okay, so I'm going to be playing with the Cheerful Daisies stamp set and dies for my card today. And we're going to be using a piece of the Thoughtful Journey, well, Thoughtful Designs specialty papers. Okay, so they're on page 47 of the annual catalogue. Okie dokie. And the card I'm going to be doing is an actual, I think they call it a pocket card. I'm not too sure. I just went to all my templates and just grabbed one willy-nilly and thought I'll go from there. So I've mostly got all my pieces pre-done. So all I've done is scored a piece of Coastal Cabana cardstock, and we're just going to fold that over on the score line and burnish that with our bone folder, making sure that all our edges are nice and straight and in line. Okay, then I've got a piece of Very Vanilla. Now, I only picked Very Vanilla because I haven't used it for so long, and sometimes we tend to forget about it. So all I'm going to do is stick this paper, this piece of paper, to this. So this will be a nice, quick and easy, card. It'll be perfect for Christmas too, actually. Even this paper would be great for Christmas, actually. I just thought of that. Just change your colours out and Bob's your uncle. Change your stamp set up for something Christmas, and you've got yourself half a Christmas card. And then all we're going to do is put this onto here like that. Making sure it's around the right way, of course. So that goes on there like that. Okay, dokie. Now I've got an idea in my head, but whether or not it works remains to be seen. So that goes like that. I just always go back and forth with my bone folder just to make sure that that glue is adhering and it's all smoothed out. Then what we're going to do is put a little bit of glue. You could use tear and tape adhesive or the Stampin' Snail if you wanted to, but I'm just going to use the liquid glue. And we're just going to put a fine line down that side and down this side. You don't want to go too far out, otherwise it's going to cut off a lot of your space inside. So you're going to end up with a narrow piece inside. Okay, and we're just going to flip that over, grab our bone folder again and just go up and down that gently. Just spread that glue out and help it adhere. Just like that. So it's only to the two sides. Don't put it along the top, like I sometimes have done and forgotten what I was doing. Then you've got to start all over again. So I'm just going to make sure that is nice and adhered. Okay, so we're going to let that sit and dry for a minute. Okay, we're not going to put anything in here yet. I want this to dry really, really well. I seem to have got glue over here. What have I done? Just grab the adhesive rubber. Maybe it's time to get rid of my... Oh, I've really made a mess of this, haven't I? Get rid of that sheet. I think that's my problem. Okie dokie, so that's done. Then what I've done is I've pre-stamped this great sunflower or daisy, whatever you'd like to call it. In this instance, it's a daisy. And I've stamped it, the outline I stamped in Coastal Cabana. The solid image I inked in Coastal Cabana and I stamped onto scrap paper once before stamping inside. And I did exactly the same one with this flower as well. Okay, so these are the two flowers. They're the big ones, and then these are the smaller ones. For the centre of the big flower, I've stamped it onto Very Vanilla. These two flowers were stamped on Very Vanilla as well. With pumpkin pie, stamped onto scrap paper and then stamped and die cut. Okie dokie, with the matching dies. There. Those there. Okie dokie. So then what I thought we'd do is put this just about there, and we're going to pop it up about there, I think. So we'll just pop this up with a few dimensionals. Now we don't want our dimensionals showing above this line, because if you do, you're not going to be able to pull the inside of the card out. Okay, so when you're putting your dimensionals down, just bear that in mind. So we're just going to put that there. Yeah, it's right, just like that. Then we're going to pop our middle up. Just like that. And I've also die cut, I've just cut my fingernails and I can't pick anything up, a few of these shapes from Pretty Peacock. This one here, this die here, we choose that one there. There's no stamp for that, it's just straight die cut, and I thought we might just put a couple. Now I'm not going to stick this down yet, I'm just playing at the moment. That might be okay. Okie dokie, so I can't pick I can't pick it up. Think. So what we're going to do little bit of glue. I just like to put a little bit of glue along the bottom, and I like the tops to hang loose. You can go all over the piece with adhesive if you wanted to, but I just like to let them hang loose. And we're just going to put this right there, just like that. Okay, so that's done. Then I've die cut a shape from Very Vanilla using this die here, that one there. And we're going to stamp our sentiment, which will be wishing you the brightest birthday. And I think we'll do that in, I might do it in Coastal Cabana, eh? It's sort of tone on tone, but I think it'll be okay. Yeah, I think so. I'll just bring this down a little bit so that I can make sure I've got it nice and straight. Yep. And we're going to pop this up too, eh? Now I'm going to have the link for Robbie's project in the description below. So all you have to do is click on that and it'll take you to my blog for all the details, and you'll be able to click on the link for Robbie's blog as well, to Robbie's project as well. Now there will be a recipe card sent out to my email subscribers tomorrow, so I'll have a link in the description to subscribe to my email as well if you want to receive that. Okay, so we've done that bit. Then what we're going to do is, I'm thinking to pop this here because we want something to be able to pull that card out. Okie dokie, and I thought that might be okay. But we're not going to pop it up, we're just going to stick it down. But before we do that, we're going to do our little centre, and we're going to do that in pumpkin pie. Now I don't worry about this little bit in here because it gives a little bit of interest, and I get variegated colour, which I don't mind. So we're just going to, if I can find it, pop that in there like that. And we're just going to add a little bit of glue to the top. Actually, before we do that, what we might do is actually see if this will go down the centre. I might just actually chop a little bit of this off. I want it layered onto whoops. So we'll just chop 1/8 of an inch off first and see how we go. I don't want it too tight. And we're actually going to put a piece on the top, so we'll chop this back. So we want a bit of movement. That looks okay. And if you feel that it's too tight, just chop a little bit more off, but don't chop too much off because you still want space to write your message. And by rights, this should pop in here now. Look at that. And we'll put this up here like that. I'm going to put it off centre a little bit. Just to give it a little bit more interest, eh? I was going to add this look. Let's see how this looks. I haven't stuck this piece down yet, so yeah, I might stick that down, eh? Let's first up, let's chop a bit off. Okay. And again, I'm just going to add little bits of adhesive to the bottom of the stem. And stick that down. Now also let's do let's add a little bit of wink, eh? Just to just add that little bit of shimmer. You've got to have shimmer on your cards. I'll put a little bit in the middle, and we'll do this one too. It's really popped the card a little bit. I'm not sure whether you can see it or not. I'm not sure whether you can see that, but it's just got the tiniest little bit of shimmer to it. Okay. Put the lid back on that. Put this in here. I might actually stick all that down because it's going to get caught otherwise. But we'll put it in here for the time being, very gently. And that is our card. But let's add some bling, eh? Now what we've got, let's add our pearls. There are actually pearls that go with this sweet, actually, the Thoughtful Journey sweet. So we'll add some adhesive backed trio, is what that? Pearl trios. And we might add, no, you know what? Let's just add some rhinestones, eh? Just to gleam it up a bit. And that is our card for today. So I hope you've enjoyed that. And as I mentioned, be sure to click on the link below and it'll take you over to my blog where you'll find a link to Robbie's blog. Okay, and to see what she's created today as well. Okay, thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you next time. Have a great week. See ya. All right.